Welcome, fellow planeswalkers. This is Ragnarok here with part 2 of my Building a Magic the Gathering collection series. So currently we're sitting on a decent amount of gold and we've got a bit of gems. I unfortunately haven't been able to keep up with the daily quests, sadly, but yeah, doing my best to complete them whenever I can. We've got a number of packs, well, a couple of packs to open, so we're going to open those today. But before we do so, I just want to pick up a couple cards in my collection. As you can see, we don't have a lot of these wild cards at the moment, but that's quite all right. So I think we're going to be looking for some blue cards. Basically, there's a few in here that I've been really wanting to get. So I want a couple of these Omen Speakers. So we're going to pick up a couple of these wizards, these lovely wizards. And then there's also, what's the other, shoot, I'm not even sure what the other thing I wanted to pick up was. Now that I think about it, I'll actually pick up a couple of these exclusion mages. I'm looking to get some more of these Tempest Djinns, but actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it at that. We're just going to pick up the exclusion mages, and then next time I will have a better idea what I want to pick up for the collection. But those exclusion mages are going to be for this deck, and we're gonna take it for its first test run. This deck is by no means ready for action just yet, but we'll play one match here at the end of the episode. But first, let's open some packs. So let's start with a core set. Open a couple of these guys and see what we can pull out of them. All right, I guess the rares are the only ones that are really important. Detection Tower. Until end of turn, your opponents and creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be the targets of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have hexproof. Great. Yeah, I don't know how useful. I mean, that's a very situational type card. I like these mind rots, and anytime we pick up these wild cards is fucking great. What do we got here? Sign Master Thopatrist. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Alright, in the right deck, that can be quite useful. I'll start to open some of these guys. Try and go through this relatively quickly here. Ionize. Counter target spell. Ionize deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. Okay, that could be useful. I'm not a huge fan of those red-blue decks. I find them really obnoxious to play against, to be perfectly honest. The Ismizit deck, whatever it's called. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. All right, that's interesting. Could be useful again in a specific type of deck. All right. Camaraderie. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 to end of turn. Cool. What else we got? Alright, I like these guys. I guess. I mean, not bad, not great, but whatever. Oh my. I get to cast non-creature spells. 6 where the cast costs of 4. Alright, interesting. Another wild card. Oh, sweet. Another mythic wild card. That will definitely come in handy. Risk factor. Target opponent may have risk factor. Deal 4 damage to them. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards. These I've seen a lot of those in matchups against opponents. Can be pretty annoying to play against at certain times. Alright, another rare. Cool. Chance for glory. Creatures you can control gain indestructible. Take an extra turn after those swan. At the beginning of the turns end step, you lose the game. Wow, that's yeah. Powerful spell, but very powerful drawback there. Crackling Drake, I've seen lots of those out there. Necromedia. When Necromedia is put into your graveyard from your library, you may put it into the battlefield. Oh, cool. Just keeps coming back, I guess. Arch of the Multitudes. Create X11 white soldier creature tokens with a lifelink. Alright, cool. And also has Convoke. That's pretty good. Not bad. Looks like we got a couple new spells here to work with for the collection that we might be able to throw together some different types of decks. Oh, very nice. Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice. I think I've got one or two of these now. Flying Mentor. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to one target creature you control until end of turn. That creature gets +2/+0, gains trample, and if it's red and gains vigilance if it's white. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm probably going to be looking to put together a white-red deck here at some point. I think we've got the cards to do so. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at this deck, Mana Control. So the whole idea of this deck is to... So I've got 71 out of 60 cards. That's because we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. So let's remove these Walls of Mists, and we're gonna replace them with Omen Speakers. Where's our Omen Speakers? So basically these, we're gonna be using them as walls. We're gonna replace the Diamond Mirror with another Omen Speaker. So we have 4 of them, and yeah, basically use them as walls early game, and then also their main purpose is sort of deck fixing with the scrying ability. Got a couple cancels in here. Probably we're going to end up taking those out. But the idea of this deck is to basically card advantage, to keep returning cards to our opponents and until we have such a huge card advantage and mana advantage that we'll basically overwhelm them with some of the bigger creatures. So I mean, eventually I want 4 of these guys in here, or at least 3 of them. These are going to be the main guys doing the work for this. So let's take the deck for a spin, and you guys will get a little bit of a better idea of what I mean by mana control. And so I mean, it's a classic blue control deck, and just trying to slow the opponent down until we have a huge mana advantage, and we can finish them off with our bigger creatures. I think this is an okay starting hand, I guess. Not great, but should be able to work with it, I think, I hope, anyway. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I guess I'll drop this first. Yeah, deck still needs a lot of work. Still trying to build the collection quite a bit. So just keep working on it, see how it goes. Whenever you cast a red spell, if run away, Steam Clam has a few of them 3+1 counters on. Put a +1 counter on Steam Clam. Remove 3+1 counters on from Steam Can at 3 mana. Alright, so we'll return that with this, but we'll wait a little bit. Don't like bringing the Archaeologist out right away, because it's just going to be a target, but the other option would have been to just disperse this right away, but I think we'll send it back to, yeah, see. Figured that was going to happen, but what can you do? Alright, so let's get the Sky Scanner out, and then next turn we'll probably blink this. That way we can hit the kicker, as well, and draw an extra card. So it should be an interesting matchup here that we've got versus red-blue. Haven't seen these things in use before. This is my first time seeing the runaway Steamkin. I'm definitely gonna blink it next turn, I think, before I can get all those counters on it. Oh, interesting. Alright, we'll take the damage here. You know, maybe we will block it. Yeah, we'll save the damage. Alright. I'm gonna cast this now. I don't want to wait till his turn, just because he would have the opportunity probably to use that mana if we didn't do it this turn. So, be able to get the real master out soon as well. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Fucked up. We could have got this guy out this turn. Anyway, that's alright. Alright, I think we're gonna do the Sift. I think that's the play here. Some more cards. And we'll just drop an island. I don't think we need them. I'll try and get some of these bigger guys out next turn. So what's this guy do? Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 bird illusion creature flying. Great. What's the casting cost on this guy? Alright, 4. So, I'm gonna cast him first or him? Let's go with the Brittle Master Sphinx, I think. And we'll return Murmuring Mystic to his hand. Just slow him down a little bit. And probably we're gonna go with the Djinn of the Lamp next turn. Alright, that wasn't good. Got a lot of options here. Get him out. Do the Omen Speaker. So I got one counter on that. I think the best play is to cast him. Get the bigger creature out. I mean, he's going to be a target. But rather get the larger creature out, and then next turn we can either bring Jace out, or probably we'll wait to cast Jace and use some of these smaller spells here. So we could do a flurry of things next turn. We could get the Omen Speaker out. We need to get rid of this electrostatic field. It's doing a lot of damage to us. Feel like he must have a lightning strike in his hand if he's attacking us here. Alright, we're just gonna take the damage because of that. Because of the threat there. Don't want to lose him. If we lose him, we're in big trouble. Alright, so actually let's hold on to that for a moment. Let's cast the Omen Speaker. take a look at what we've got coming up. So we can put those on the bottom. Don't think we really need an island at the moment. So I'm just gonna drop that. Turn that to his hand. Oh, I see. Copied the expansion. Copy target. Alright. We are not looking good here. Down to 6. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this out. Like I said, the deck needs a little bit of work. It's a little bit slow still. But I think it's coming along. Block. Block again. Into 1. Alright, I think we've got to get... I think we've got to get him into play. We will opt as well. I think that's gonna help. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, these one with the machine, I mean, it's in there just for card draw because I don't have a ton of other cards to work with. I mean, it does work really well when we have the artifacts out in play, which we have a few of in here, but again, I don't know, the deck needs a little bit of ironing out. Cut some of that. Oh, great. Alright, well, Vampire is gonna finish this off. So, you know, not a great first showing, but definitely does have a little bit of potential. Anyway, we'll work on the deck, cut some of the fat here, and see if I can get it running a little bit better. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think, how the deck could be improved, because we've got a few spare cards that we can pick up and fill in some of the gaps here. So, but essentially, I want these guys to be the anchor of the deck. And these perform extremely well in an all blue deck. And then we'll figure out what else we can add in here to strengthen it and just get it running a lot more efficiently. So, okay, first test run, but definitely does need a lot of work. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you again sometime soon, and have a great day. This is Ragnarok signing out.